Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. TJ here for Express Abs. For today, you will just need a mat, and that's pretty much it. All right. So we're going to start off lying on the floor, lying on our back. And we're just going to do a couple of different ones today. That might be a little unusual. All right. So I want you to place your hands just kind of cradling your backside, just so that you're not rocking back and forth. So kind of placing your hands right underneath your bottom. And I just want you to lift your feet off the ground about 2 inches. And I just want you to hold it. So ready, go. So just holding, bracing your core, keeping that belly button drawn in towards the spine or towards the floor. In this case, 3, 2, 1, put it down. So we're going to do it again, but this time we're now going to raise the upper half and not the lower half, all right? So it's just raising, we're lifting the upper half or the shoulder blades off the ground and just holding, all right? Ready? Up. So this one, you could come up just a little further. Just be mindful that your chin is not your chest. We're looking up towards the sky or the ceiling and not so much at a wall. So that one's probably a lot easier than the first one that we did. 3, 2, 1, down. All right, so this time we're now going to raise both legs and both the upper body off the ground. And I still want you to keep your hands under your backside. Ready? Up. So just holding. So again, the feet are just hanging off the ground about a couple inches. Upper body or the shoulder blades are off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. These we won't hold very long because they can be pretty intense, just like those pillar bridges, aka the plank. Ready? Up. So again, just raise the heel off the ground a couple inches, shoulder blades off the floor. So it really kind of forces that core to be engaged or firing or turned on like a light switch. 3, 2, 1, back down. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same sort of thing for the low back. Last one, get ready, up. So again, those heels floating off the floor a couple of inches. Shoulder blades off the ground. Keep going. Squeezing those feet and legs together. 3, 2, 1, down. I want you to just raise your hands over your head, still lying on your back with your feet extended. Just feeling that stretch through your core or through your stomach. And then I want you to flip it over. And before we do the low back one, let's do the child's pose. So again, we're now flipped over, that fetal position, face down. Hands out in front of you, stretching out that low back. All right. So with this one, so pretty much it's just you raising the legs off the ground. This one, you're probably going to be able to get them a little higher than when we were lying on our backside. All right, so lifting the lower half and the knees are floating off the floor, squeezing through the glutes, and that's all I want you to do. All right, ready? Up. So just the lower half. Nice job. So squeezing through your glutes, lifting the knees off the floor. 3, 2, 1, down. So we're now going to do the upper half, so just the upper half. So your hands can either be out and like kind of like overhead, in the sense of your hands are out in front of you. Otherwise, you can just keep your hands by your side. I just want you to lift your chest off the floor and just hold. All right, ready? Up. So still squeezing through your glutes, even though your feet are still on the floor. And again, lifting that chest off the ground. Still engaging. Or again, that light switch and turning on those low back muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. So just rest for a moment. So for the next 3 sets, it's going to be both the upper and the lower body, and you're just going to hold it, and that's all you're going to do. All right, ready? Up. So again, knees are off the ground, chest is off the ground. Nice job. Keep squeezing. Squeezing through those glutes, feeling it through the low back. This one's a lot easier than when we're lying on our backside and we're trying to hold that same sort of position. 3, 2, 1. Think kind of like a boat shape in the water. Trying to keep your body kind of floating. All right, so we're going to do number 2. Ready? Up. So again, your hands can be by your side. Otherwise, you can just hold them out here. Just squeeze through the glutes. Nice job. Keep it up. Again, you don't necessarily have to be as high off the ground with your legs and your hands. But as long as your knees are not touching the floor. Great job. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. So we're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to change it up. We're going to do something else. Get ready. One last one. Up. So again, that Superman position that we always talk about, where you're kind of flying through the sky. Again, just holding. Holding. Got it. Come on. Keep going. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose again for me. So sitting back onto those heels. Hands out in front of you. Walk your hands over to your right. Just to feel that stretch a little differently in your low back. Walk it over to your left. Nice job. All right, flip it back over onto your back again. And this time we're just going to do a regular crunch. Nothing crazy. All right, so just keeping that chin off of the chest, and your hands are cradling your head. Feet are flat on the floor with your legs bent. Ready? Go. Nice job. Keeping that core engaged. So feeling it through the front. Nice job. Keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to do the bridge. So the glute bridge. So again, where your heels are close to your backside, still lying on your back, we're going to push the hips up, back down, push the hips up, back down. Ready? Go. If your feet are apart, it's going to be easier. You may not notice it through your low back as much. So if you need to, just scoot your feet and your knees closer to each other to where they're touching. Pushing the hip up, squeezing at the top. Nice job. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so we're going to go back to that regular crunch. Ready, go. The chin off of the chest. If you want to make it a little different, take your hip and kind of tilt it towards you as you're crunching and just hold that tilted position with your pelvic or your hip bone. So again, tilting towards you. So it's imagine like you're trying to kind of flatten your low back, the floor. For some of you, it may not bother your low back. For some of you, it may. Do what you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we're going to go back to that glute bridge. So again, heels close to your backside, feet together, knees together if you're looking for a little bit harder. Ready? Go. Again, just moving those heels as close to your backside as possible so that way you feel it through the low back and not so much having your feet so far out while you're pressing that you feel it in the back of the leg, so the hamstrings. We want to feel it in the low back. Nice job. Keep going. We're going to do one more round. And then I may have something up my sleeve after. 3, 2, 1. See how we do for time. All right, one last and final crunch. Again, add that little pelvic tilt or that little tilt of the hip towards you. Ready? Go. So by tilting that hip bone towards you, again, like I said, like you're trying to flatten your low back or that little curve in your low back, you're trying to flatten it towards the ground. Kind of engage the core in a different way. Keep that hip tilted. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One last of that bridge. Ready, go. So feet together, knees together, heels are close to your backside. And again, pushing equally through both your feet. So that way you feel it equally through both sides. So again, squeezing through your glutes, both sides, not necessarily favoring one side over the other. Nice job. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're just going to do one. All right. So going back to that very first one that we did, again, cradling your hands underneath your backside, your feet are floating off the floor, just slightly raising the shoulder blades off the ground. I want you to kind of rock to the side And we're only going to do this for 1 set. All right, ready? Go. So rocking side to side, and it may not be much of a move, but I'm pulling this from the Olympic exercises that I did on YouTube. So if you imagine all those Olympic kind of monobob, skeleton luge sort of exercises. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One last one. I just want you to flip it over, and you're going to do your Superman doing the same thing, rocking side to side. And that's all I want you to do. Just 1 set. Go. I know we're slightly over. Keep with me. We'll be done after this. Again, just rocking side to side. Again, so this one, it would be more like the skeleton for the Olympics, where it's like being on a toboggan, but on your stomach. 3, 2, 1. Child's pose really quick. Nice job, everyone. Thank you for staying with me on that one. All right, so at 12:30, we have Yoga Sculpt with Sarah, which is virtual. Otherwise, we are open from 10 to 6 in the fitness center. Come see us. Otherwise, have a great day.